This upcoming promo could be absolutely insane because of one leaked SBC that normally we don't get until the summer. Well, it could come on Friday, and I'm very excited for it. Today, we're going to cover that, road to the final investments, and more. Welcome to Trading to Glory. If you're looking for cheap and reliable EAFC 24 coins, check out FUTLOOT and use my code ELITE for an extra 6% at checkout. Now, before we start today, we do have some news on EAFC 24 coming from one of the bigger creators in the past decade for the FIFA Ultimate Team franchise, which is AA9 Skills. He said that he is quitting EAFC. He's giving up on it because of EA Sports' greed. And I've mentioned this in the past couple of episodes. I even dedicated a video to it a couple of videos ago. But this is a point that we really haven't brought up, and it is a line that EA have crossed as well. Let's go ahead and listen to what he has to say.
This game is in a place that is unbelievably bad because EA Sports turned to untradeable packs, everything being untradeable so they could make more money.
That is exactly on the nose. I mean, that sentence alone in this rant is perfectly worded. Everything about that is true, and it brings up, or at least kind of brings to my attention at least, how Fodder has actually been affected by EA's greed in the last couple of weeks. Now, if you guys saved up some packs for this Team of the Year promo, you may have noticed how much more difficult it was to pack normal Fodder cards, whether it was just 89 rated Ada Hegerberg, how much more difficult it was to pack some of that high rated gold fodder in comparison to any other time in the year. And the reason for that is because EA are starting to make everything untradeable. Nothing is going on to the market. So if you were to go out and get a promo pack, sure, you still sometimes have those 100K packs or those 50K packs, 35K packs that we've all known for years and years from the past, but they of course have so many more packs in here. And as you get to the packs that have better value, at least from the cover, it looks like better value. From the description, it looks like better value. They're all untradeable. Look at this. This is a 600K pack, untradeable. The 500K pack, untradeable. 400K pack, untradeable. 250K pack, untradeable. And then it's not until you get into the fifth most expensive one before they become tradable. And a lot of people are actually going for some of these packs instead because it guarantees that there are going to be fodder cards in it. I'll move my face cam out of the way for you guys so that you can actually see, but this pack guarantees a card that is 88 rated or higher. 4 of them, 88 rated or higher. It was very difficult to pack 88 rateds during Team of the Year. And so a lot of people are turning to that. In this one, it guarantees 5 to be 87 or higher, etc. So they are trying to get people to go out and spend IRL money that they've earned from their jobs and spend it on their store simply to get fodder. Of course, they still keep that idea that, hey, there are 70 gold rare player items, 83 or higher. It's all fodder, but hey, maybe one of those is actually going to be Mbappe. Maybe one of them is going to be that Team of the Year card or FUT Future Star card or RTTF, Lukaku or Toni Kroos. It's not going to be, but that idea is still there. That jackpot could still technically be hit in those 70 rare gold player items. And if you guys think that, oh yeah, well, that's true, but EA aren't actually fooling anybody with that. They're not actually successfully getting people to go to the store to do that. Well, unfortunately, that's not true. Because this is a message that I got on my Twitter DMs about a month ago, and it highlights exactly this issue. He says, hey man, love the content. Can you pay me some money to buy the 4K store pack, and I'll pay you back on my payday? I'm really struggling to get Player of the Month Mbappe done, and this pack will really help me out. The issue is payday is after Mbappe is finished. I'll pay you back 30 Great British Pounds on Monday, and then the rest on the Monday after. Now, whether this guy was going to scam me or not, I have no idea. Of course, I did not give him the 30 pounds. And if you ask me for 30 pounds on Twitter DMs, don't expect me to say yes, all right? It's just not happening. I'm not giving you any money to spend on FC points. But firstly, this is, step one, or just like textbook gambling addiction message, all right? People who are saying, oh, I'm gonna borrow $50, but I'll pay you back and more later. you're never getting that money back, all right? But whether this guy was going to pay me back or not, which I have faith he probably was, it's kind of sad that people are willing to spend any income that they have disposable and any income that they don't even have disposable yet for the next 2 weeks on fodder cards to complete an SBC in this game. It is genuinely sad that people are so hooked on it, on this gambling, that that they're willing to do this. And EA see these messages, EA see this, and they do not care. In fact, they encourage it. They encourage you to act like this. They encourage you to spend all of your disposable income and all of the income that you don't even have yet on their games so that they can make an extra buck. But that's going to be all we talk about EA's greed, because of course, we talked about it in a video a couple of days ago. I don't want to spend all day talking about it, but with AI9 Skills news and kind of a new aspect of EA crossing the line, thought we'd talk about it a little bit. But let's talk about something a little bit more positive about this game. Something that could actually revitalize this game in a way and make things a little bit more fun, which is an 85 plus times 10 rare gold players pack added to come to Ultimate Team. It's in the code now way earlier than any other year. Now, this is a pack that normally drops during FUTTIES, like during the summer, during summer heat, when the game is basically over. And this is in the code already. So, one, it shows how quickly the power curve is moving this year and how quickly these low-rated gold cards that we used at the beginning of the year are irrelevant already. But it also could be huge for actually getting some fodder into this game so you can complete some of those SBCs. Now, when we've had this in the past, it's normally been a pretty cheap SBC, like an 86 rated team with a team of the week, and then you submit that, or an 86 rated team with a TOTS card, and you submit that, and you can basically get cards out of the pack to do the SBC again almost for free. That's not going to be the case this year. It's way too early in the game. They're probably going to release this with 2 or 3 different windows that you need to complete. Maybe it'll be 84, 85, 86. Maybe it'll be 85, 86, 87 rated squad to complete this SBC. They're going to make it somehow crappy in a way, but they can't make it super cheap at the exact same time, or people are going to have absolutely insane cards out of this pack. Nonetheless, I'm excited for it. I hope that it is decent value so that we can do it on our stream, twitch.tv/elite. We're almost at 100,000 followers. So if you go follow there, I think we're a little over like maybe 700 away. I can't remember how far we are away, but it's not far. So make sure to go follow on my Twitch channel. One thing we need to talk about today, though, our road to the final cards. And I actually took a look back at previous years and saw what did road to the final cards do after they left packs. And well, they do pretty well over the course of the first few days. And then they crash hard after the first game is played. Now, whether these cards are actually going to win or draw that first game to get the upgrade, whether they win or draw, they normally come down after the hype is over for that first game. So what we're going to do is we're going to invest in some of these cards. You could buy now. I personally think I'm going to wait till Thursday, even if I have to pay an extra 5%. I want to be safe, make sure that there's no drop on Thursday with Division Rival rewards, marquee matchups, and FUT Future Stars hype coming on Friday. We could see a drop at the end of this week. Could be a good buy time for these cards. I'm not sure they're going to drop all too much, so buying now is also not terrible, but I'm going to wait until then, and I'm going to sell right before their matches on Tuesday and Wednesday of this upcoming week. If we take a look at the UCL schedule, we can actually see here, I'll type in a UCL schedule. We can see that on February 13th, it's going to be the first games where we've got Copenhagen, Man City, Real Madrid with that Toni Kroos, of course, Dortmund with that, I believe it was Schlotterbeck. Is that the card that, it's Sule, another center back, of course, which is not bad either. You can see that they did hit a low point on, it was Sunday. I predicted Monday would be a low point, and then maybe at the end of the week, they could get back down a little bit. But right now they are up from the end of the weekend. So I'm probably not going to buy right now. I'll wait a couple of days, see if I can get a decent deal on Thursday during rewards or marquee matchups, of course, or FUT Future Stars hype, as I said. So there's a couple of cards on my radar, possibly Gvardiol because Manchester City are favorites. Real Madrid always pretty heavy favorites as well. those are cards that I'm going to look for as short-term investments. I'm not going to hold these cards for weeks, months, because if you take a look back at Road to the Final in previous years, you can click on a lot of these and see, well, they did spike up early, but then they went down in price. I don't know. Who should I click on? Let's go ahead and see Barella. Nicolo Barella. As you can see, there is a spike in price. During the first couple of weeks, there's a couple of valleys and peaks, from 300K to 400K, and then from 350 to 400. It's not huge, but then as you get later into, it looks like March, you see a drop. And I think that might have been one of the cards that held the value a little bit more. Let's take a look at David Alaba. Yep, so he hit a low point. It actually was on Sunday as well last year, so maybe we see a rise throughout the week. As you can see, the rise happened for him starting on Monday, which is similar to this year. So maybe we are a little bit late on these cards, but the big rise still doesn't happen until next week. And on Tuesday is when we probably sell. That card went up a lot, 1.2 mil to 1.5 mil just in those few days. So there's still time to make some coins on these cards. Let's go ahead and take a look. Let's look at Calvin Phillips, because Manchester City won the entire tournament last year, and still his card had a couple of spikes early and then just kind of faded into irrelevance, right? The game power curve changes way too quickly, given the fact that, yeah, there are going to be group stage games played this week, but the final is not until June. So are you really going to be wanting to hold some of these Road to the Final cards until June? No, we don't want to do that. And, well, we definitely don't, given the fact that the cards drop during that time. So buying now, Thursday, maybe could be a little bit better than Wednesday. Friday possibly could be a last resort effort. Get those cards before Friday, because I do think that they do rise during the weekend, and then probably just sell on Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday for the Europa League and Conference League cards. That's probably going to be the move for these. I mean, Aston Villa could actually be a shout because of the fact that they're playing in the Conference League, which Aston Villa is actually a pretty good team, so that could work out. But I digress. That's my take on these Road to the Final cards. Not going to be holding long-term. Quick flips, sell them before their matches this week, and then get out. Maybe there are going to be a couple of rebounds that we can get in on in terms of trades. We're not going to invest in these again. It's going to be a one and done. Then we move on to looking at FUT Future Stars cards, etc. That is going to be the plan for these RTTFs. With the FUT Future Stars promo, here are some of the cards that you could get out of that 85 plus times 10. Balde, he's already made us a lot of coins this year on that. I believe it was a Winter Wild card. Was that the case? Balde was a, Winter Wild card. This card made us absolute bank already this year because we bought here, we sold there. Easy money. That card's coming back as a FUT Future Star, so I'm excited for that. We've got Alejandro Garnacho. Any Manchester United fans, clock in. Garnacho's coming to the game. Doku, other side of Manchester right there with Manchester City. 99 pace probably coming for that card. Then we've got Trinity Rodman. Her gold card was cracked if you used that at the beginning of the year, so maybe this card is going to be a problem. And then Cole Palmer, another Premier League card. A lot of Premier League FUT Future Stars have been leaked, and I think there's a couple more that have been leaked. You have Lauren James right there that got leaked 40 minutes ago. We have Boniface coming to FUT Future Stars. He has had a heck of a season for Bayer Leverkusen, so has most players for Bayer Leverkusen, to be fair. Arda Güler coming as a Real Madrid card to the game. And then we've also got FUT Future Stars icons. Not sure how that works. I'm not going to lie to you guys. That doesn't make any sense to me because icons are the opposite of Future Stars. And I don't know if EA actually recognize the contradiction in that name alone. The fact that there is a Future Stars icon, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but it is what it is. And Ronaldinho is going to be one of them. So, I don't know. Maybe he's got some more gas left in the tank, boys. And he is a future star, okay? Ronaldinho, the future star, is coming to the game on Friday. So that's going to be some of the next content that we see in this game. And, of course, we've got some decent upgrades already in the game with this 83 plus times 10 upgrade that got re-released. And actually, requires 83 rated cards. And so we have something to do with these 83 rated. And you can do this SBC, add a team of the week, and do it again. You can do it 3 times a day. I suggest that you guys do that. I've got one more to do today. And then we also have an 84 plus times 11 SBC. That actually did give me a couple of fodder cards. But it does take an 84 and an 85 rated squad. But given how much we've needed to use 84 rated cards in something, it's actually not bad value at this current point in the game. Maybe later that won't be as good of value, but at this current time, with how many 84s are pretty much in everybody's club right now, it's not bad at all, in my opinion. So going out and doing those right now for a couple of extra fodder cards. Of course, I got Hagerberg in one of mine right here. So not bad at all. I've actually got 2 Hagerbergs in the club, so I've got to get one of those SBCs, whether it's Cafu or George Best done. And, let me know, what other players are you guys completing in SBCs right now? Because I'm about to be done with George Best. I'm about to be done with Cafu. And once I'm done with both of these, I've just got an 88 rated squad left for both of them, basically. What is the SBC that I should attack next? Should I do Kimmich? Should I do Carlos? Ooh, Carlos Tevez, maybe. I don't know if hero cards are still relevant enough. Of course, there's a couple of really overpriced SBCs. This Sebastian Coates came out yesterday, and that could get upgraded over time depending on how well Sporting do in Europa League. But it's only like 60,000 coins, so I don't know. That might be a good SBC to do. And then Saliba is kind of overpriced, but people are saying that he's cracked and might actually be worth it. So let me know down below what I should do. But that's going to be it for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you're new so we can hit 150,000 subscribers here on YouTube. And let me know, are you quitting EAFC 24 like A9 Skills? Or are you sticking around and seeing what is in store? I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.